So quick question. How many ideas do you think you've had over your life? Could be an invention, could be business, could be some form of creative pursuit. And how many times have you come up against this one objection? I don't know where to start. Today, I'm going to share with you how you can overcome this initial hurdle and why starting is actually just an illusion in the first place. So to examine this very simple but common obstacle, we're going to look at all the different various forces at work here. And we're going to start off with one of the most frustrating things as a human being, resistance. Have you ever had a time where you go to do something and it's so easy, it's so simple, and it feels effortless, almost like this feeling of flow? And then sometimes you go to do something and it's the complete opposite. In the first years of your life, you are being programmed like a computer, based on who you think you are and who you think you can be. Resistance comes when you start to have a conflict based on the programming that you've already had. Now let's imagine that you want to take or do something on your path that you believe you can't do. Well, then you will meet resistance. You say, it's really difficult, or I can't be bothered. What you want to examine is the emotion that lies underneath. And if you can understand the underlying emotion that's stopping you from doing it, you can really start to understand what's stopping you from moving forward in the first place. Now, the second thing that can really make starting very difficult is whether you want the result or the journey. Now, there is a problem with focusing purely on the result, and that's the fact that you're not just signing up for a result, you're signing up for a journey. Now, the result is just the culmination of the journey. And that is really where the value in doing whatever you want to do lies. If you want to start a new hobby or a new passion or anything, perhaps start a business, recognize that the business being open or the hobby or the passion coming to fruition is the result of the journey. And sometimes the journey will take you to places that are completely unexpected, in ways you didn't think it was going to go. In a film, we watch a character go through some form of journey. The end of the film usually results in the culmination of that journey and the result of that journey. Imagine going into a cinema, sitting down, the opening credits come on, and you see the last 5 minutes of the film right at the beginning, followed by the credits. It wouldn't be a very satisfying journey because you would have only seen the result. So don't get focused on the result of what's happening, but learn to fall in love with the process instead. And finally, this illusion of starting. If you were a marathon runner and you were going to run a marathon, you could say the start of the marathon is when that pistol goes off and the race starts. But to another person, the start of the marathon could be when you train. You could start the marathon technically on the moment you sign up. The start is a point that's defined by you. Don't focus on something starting or ending. Focus on where you want to go, and just take those little steps bit by bit to get there. So in summary, there's 3 things that are really important when it comes to starting something. 1 is resistance. Understand the reason for why starting is so difficult for you. Tap into the emotions. What are you scared of? And then really demystify it to show you that there is an opposing force working against you. 2nd is the results and the journey. Focus on that journey, because the journey is where your rewards are going to come from. If you're buying into the journey rather than the result, you will experience a lot more in the day-to-day present moments of that journey, and really that is where the value lies. And 3rd, starting is just an illusion. And if you want, this can be you starting right now. You don't need to have a certain action that requires you to start. You can decide when that starting point is. I hope that was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, then please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. This is a brand new channel and I'm starting something new, but I'm looking forward to seeing where this journey goes. Thank you for your time. Peace. And maybe I need to work on the sign off. Okay.